Morning, reefing peoples. Here's something completely not fun. This Aquamaxx HFM needs to be cleaned. Hasn't been cleaned in more than a year. It's just completely full of muck. It's not a very fun job to do, but it's got to be done. So what I'm going to do is take out the heater and the probe, put those in the tank. I'm going to take out the biological media and put it in the tank. Then this is free to remove because I'm going to leave on the power heads to keep water moving, so it'll be warm and moving, and your biomedia will be protected. So let me get started on that. Okay, I got my heater out, my probe. I cleaned both of those. They were disgusting. So everybody's okay. Got my media cup out, and all my media was covered in muck and sponges. I wished I could grow corals as easy as I grow the sponges. So I got some salt water and a toothbrush and just gently took every ball out and brushed off the muck and brushed off the sponges. There's enough bio balls in this media cup to like filter a 200-gallon tank. I don't know why I have so much in there, but I do. Okay, so the next thing I gotta do is take this out, and I'll show you how to do that live. I'll set up a tripod. Okay, this is very straightforward. I've unplugged it, so I'm going to get the plug out of there first. Take off your input, the tube. Going to unplug the Venturi hose. Take out your collection cup. Now the whole thing just pulls out straight out with this plate. So there's your pump and the protein skimmer all in one piece. So I'm going to put that in there and take that to the sink. It never ceases to amaze me the amount of life that can grow in saltwater aquariums, in the light and in the dark. This is always in the dark. Look at all that, whatever it is, sponges of various flavors. So there's a bunch of different ways to get the water out of here. I find the easiest way, I'm going to take my Python and suck all this water out of here, and that will greatly reduce the weight, and then I can take it to the sink. Okay, I got my Python hooked up. So let's see what nastiness comes out of there. Yeesh. Hope it doesn't stop it up. There's a lot of gunk down in there. This is a problem with any kind of sump, the sump under your sink or a sump in the back of your aquarium or a hang-on sump like this. You eventually have to clean them out, and it's a lot of work. What are you going to do? Okay, we're getting there. So I'll pump all this out. Then I'm going to loosen these two screws. Then this is free. I'll pick it up and take it to the sink. You just look at this is the refugium, the window in the back where you would mount a light if you wanted to have a refugium. I don't know what that window's for, so you can look in there, I guess. But you can see what all's in there. It's really, really nasty. Okay, so I'm going to clean this out. There's so much muck it stopped up the strainer. That's disgusting. Plus it smells horrible. Okay, it's reasonably clean. I mean, it's a lot cleaner than it was, and it doesn't smell. It certainly doesn't look brand new. But I'm thinking that maybe once a year is not enough. Maybe once every 6 months or once every 9 months, I'll try something like that, because that was just way too much. Okay, it's back. I had this offset to the right. I don't know why I did that. Must have had a reason. I'm going to put it back in the center. So at this point, there's no water in it. There's no equipment in it. It's totally empty. So now's my time. I'm going to put in my the pads. This is to dampen this from vibrating against the glass, because this thing is actually quite loud. And I already did a video on that, and I'll reference it in the section. But I'm going to put this big pad between down in here, and I'm going to put two little pads here underneath the tabs, so it's going to raise it up and push it away from the glass so it doesn't touch anything but rubber. Let me get that done. Okay, now we level it the first time. We'll level it again when there's water in it. Okay, it's all right in that direction, and it's not all right in that direction. So the way you level it is with these screws on both sides, which will push it away from the tank. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hurts. Hurts my old phalanges. I'm gonna have to put the canner down. Okay, that's good enough for now. Once we get water in it, we'll check it again. Okay, here's the guts of the whole thing: the pump, protein, the skimmer. How often you clean this is really, it's a variable. I just do it as needed. Turns out to be about once every month and a half, and this does need the cleaning. I've got how to do this on my playlist, so I won't bore you with that again. You just take the whole thing apart and scrub it all out and put it back together, just like any protein skimmer. Okay, here's something interesting. This has happened to me before. This impeller, this needle wheel, they are so close, the teeth in these rows, that things weave themselves in between there. I don't know if you can see that. There's dust bunnies and cat fur weaved in there, and it will severely affect the performance of the protein skimmer. I've got two Aquamaxx, the protein, the skimmers. So I wised up and I bought another impeller that I keep clean. So now I can just use this and clean this one later, because it takes a long time to dig all that fur out of there. What a pain in the arse. Okay, I made up some fresh salt water. You're going to need a couple gallons. I think it's like 2.5 of the gallons. What's that say? 26. All right, boom, we're ready to go. Let's fill her up. Okay, I got a tick mark here for half a gallon. So it was that much short of 3 gallons that it held. All right, let's fire it up. Also, I checked the level again, and it's fine. Okay, to prime it, you stick the Venturi tube down in the water, and the water will start to rise up the input tube. Slowly, boring. Slowly boring. There it comes. Boom. Pull that back out. It should start making bubbles, which it did. There we go. So I'll put everything back in there, and that's it. It's a lot of work, but it's got to be done. I'll see you later.